Добър ден, bonjour tout le monde. Hi everyone, so I'm Stéphanie Dumortier. I'm the head of international relations of CESI Graduate School of Engineering, a French School of Engineering. And it's my pleasure to briefly present you what we can provide for your future studies in France. We train future engineers in 4 majors, in 4 specializations. You can study industrial engineering, IT computer science, civil engineering, and embedded systems. We also provide some specific courses which are called postmaster degrees for people holding a master's degree. So it's like a 6 year of studies. Altogether, we count around 8,500 students. And of course, we have a lot of international partners in Europe and in Bulgaria. I will tell you more later on. We also count a laboratory, LINEACT, working especially on the themes of the industry of the future and the building of the future, the smart building. And one specificity of the school is that you can find us in many places all around the French territory. We count 25 campuses. So all these campuses belong to the same school. Some of them are bigger, some are smaller, but at least you can choose your destination. You can see with the colors where you can be studying the specialization that you're interested in. And as you can see, you will have the choice in your in the environment you will be studying in. So you can find all the major cities for students, such as Strasbourg, Bordeaux, Lyon, Paris, of course, Lille. But you can also go to some smaller cities and places by the sea, in the mountain, and so on. You can start your studies right after the Matura, right after gymnasium and high school, since we train in the engineers in 5 years. So either you can start with us just after the Matura, or you can jump in after you started a bachelor degree. So you have 2 possibilities. In fact, yeah, so you can step in the first year or in the 3rd year. And of course, I forgot to mention that the 3rd year in the IT specialization is also provided in English. It's the only one which is fully taught in English, and soon we will provide industrial engineering as well. All the other courses are using both French and English, because to graduate, you need to master French language and English language. So for those of you who don't speak any French, you will have the possibility to study computer science after 2 or 3 years of higher education. You can also be studying a postmaster degree if you hold already one master's degree. And these executive postmaster degree are also related to construction, to most of the specialization that you can find for the graduate courses. We train future engineers as a student, which you already know, and we also provide one specific status, which is called apprentissage. The Canadian call it also the co-op system, and the German call it dual education. It means that you can be hired by a company and they will pay for your studies, and you will be sharing your time between the company and the school. But it's pretty hard to find this kind of agreement if you're not based in France already, and if you have no contact with companies in France. But if you master French language, and if you think you can find such a contract, you have to know that it's a possibility for all the European citizens. If you don't speak any French and you're not interested in IT computer science, we also provide some specific courses, foundation years, so 1 year of preparation to facilitate you improving in French and English using our pedagogy, and you will be actually mixed with all the other students, especially with the French. You will just have specific classes in languages, and then you will be part of the other classes. You will have individual guidance. We provide a buddy program, so it means the student will be your godfather, or he will be taking, or she will be taking care of you. And since we have many campuses, you can also choose one human-sized campus or one destination where you will feel comfortable. So these specific programs can help you carry on your studies. They don't start from the first year, they start from the second year of studies or the third year of studies. But it's a possibility for you to strengthen your knowledge in French or in English as well. This preparation, these foundation years are, as I told you, they can be started in the second year of studies if you already started higher education, or in the third year. And after these foundation years, you carry on your studies with all the students in the normal track, I mean, with all the students. You can find more information about the language requirements to step in these specific programs. Of course, we enhance, like we recommend you to attend a summer course as well before you start, so that you don't start from scratch, so that during the summer you can reach the level A2 in French, and then you will have more classes in French, and of course you will carry on with the academic content as well. So it's something we really recommend to start during the summertime. Actually, you can even start from Bulgaria, from studying with the Institut Français or Alliance Française, but you really recommend that you take the summertime to start the French language. We count many partner companies because you will be performing internship during your studies from the second year of studies. In the second year, the third year, and the fourth year, and the fifth year, you will be spending time in companies. So that's why we have a large network of partner companies. And since we are located in so many cities, we are very close to the local industry and local market. The pedagogy is something very specific as well. It's not adapted to everyone. That's why it's very important that I explain you what is provided. So you will never be sitting in an amphitheater listening to a teacher. We chose active pedagogy. It means problem-based learning and project-based learning. So you will be working in group all the time. And through this project or these problems, you will get the knowledge. Actually, this model is imitating the situation in a company where you have something to solve or a project to lead, and you have to work with your peers in order to lead this project. And during the project, you will realize that you will need some specific scientific knowledge, and you will learn by yourself. You will learn together with your group. Then we will test if you got the knowledge, and you carry on, and you do hypothesis, and then you verify if they were true, and so on. So it's a really interesting way to be learning, but I have to say it's not adapted to everyone. Some of you prefer competition and working alone. So this pedagogy that we provide is not adapted to you, because you will be working all the time with your peers. Sometimes you will be assessed individually, but most of the time collectively. And we enhance, this soft skill of being able to working in group and working all together. So this is how it works. We have a kickoff session where we explain the project or the problem. You will build the organization, the team, and you will start with the project. Then you will start to do hypothesis, to prepare deliverable, and so on. And then we have a closing session where all the groups present their results in English. And then there is a sharing time between all the students, where you speak about the results and you review your experience. So all the courses actually, so you don't pick up courses, you will be all the time doing projects or problems through this way. So you don't choose, your courses like in a university. So these are the main assets and the main characteristic of an engineer trained by CESI. Of course, he's able to analyze scientific and technical issues, just like any other engineer. But he's also able to work in complex environments, to be a manager, and to manage the appropriate actions. He's able to modelize, conceive a solution using a rational scientific-based approach. He integrates, all the values of the corporate social responsibility in his activities. It means he's a citizen aware of the impact of what he decides as an engineer, because engineers nowadays are very related to all the issues that our society is facing. So we give a prize to ethic and to the duty and the responsibility relying on the engineer's decisions. He's able, of course, to manage operational management tools, and he's a project manager as well. He's able to adapt, to develop new environments, new projects, products, and so on. And he's able to work in an international context because all the students have to spend at least one semester abroad. Even if you come as a Bulgarian to study with us, in your fourth year of studies, you will have to go abroad or to perform an internship or to go to one of our partner universities for an academic semester, or to go to a laboratory to work on a research project. So these are the main assets of the CESI engineers. I told you you will have to go abroad, and we, of course, have a lot of international partners. Not so many, actually, but because all the partners we have are active partnership. We work a lot with all of them. And we are very proud to be a partner of the Technical University in Sofia, where we send students and from which we receive students as well. And of course, we have partners in Europe, thanks to Erasmus program. A lot is in all the countries, but also in North America, especially in Canada, where we have dual degrees, especially in IT computer science. We work a lot as well with Argentina, Mexico, and many other countries in Asia, such as Vietnam, Taiwan, India. You can find a lot of destinations, Russia, and in Africa as well. It's increasing. We have a very good partner in Tunisia, and we are developing in Africa, in sub-Saharan Africa as well. So you will have a lot of possible destinations. As an international students, of course, we also give a prize to the quality of your stay and of your experience among us. We know it's not so easy to leave your family and to travel abroad for this experience. So we will welcome you the best way we can. So we have a buddy program. I told you students will be in charge of taking care of you, explaining you where you can go shopping in the city, how to take the transportation, where to buy the tickets, and so on. So they will facilitate your integration and your life at your arrival. And of course, our teams as well will be in charge of helping you to find an accommodation before you come, to help you opening a bank account, and to deal with all the administrative stuff before you start. On the pedagogical point of view, our team, the professors, will be also taking care of your integration and make sure that you understand the process, that you get along with the pedagogy, and that you're well integrated with the groups. Since we have so many campuses, I can tell you in some of the places we have only between 30-50 students per year. So it's a very comfortable environment. And because of the pedagogy, the students also get along together. There's no competition, which is very important. It's a very friendly, creative, innovative, and a very challenging environment. But you won't be in competition. And I insist on it because it can be disturbing sometimes to come to a foreign country and to be in competition with other students. In our case, you will just be integrated in groups, and through the pedagogy, you will have to meet with many of the students, and you will get to know all of them. You will be very welcome. All the international students are like the stars on the campuses. They are very well welcome usually, and you will be, of course, also welcomed by all the students' organization. On each campus, you can find a certain amount of organization and specific clubs related to sport or to I don't know, it really depends on the campuses, and of course they will also welcome you. You will be able to take part in these activities, and you have to know that every Thursday afternoon is free, so that you can be practicing your sport or playing music, whatever you're used to do at the moment, and that you give a praise to. I hope I didn't forget any important detail on this aspect. Now I want to speak about the application. Since you are European students, you can go through our website to fill a form. or if you're not very comfortable with it, you can also contact us directly. We will explain you how to apply. If you're already in the higher education system and you want to apply to enroll in year 3, you will have to take an entrance test, and it's planned for March 2nd. So we will let you know if you're more than 1 or 2 students in Bulgaria. We will try to organize it locally so that you don't have to come to France to take this exam. It's a written exam, and you will have as well 1 interview to take online through Teams or whatever, Skype or whatever. And for all the process, all the admissions process, you can have a look at our website as well to know more about the requirements. Now we have to speak about the fees, of course. So you can see the prices for EU students and for non-EU students for each year of studies that we propose. For executive postmaster degrees, you can see as well the fees, and for the foundation year. And of course, if you choose to come for the apprenticeship, this possibility that I mentioned before, to be hired by a company and to do your studies as an apprentice, you won't pay you won't have any fees. They are taken covered by the company, and you will get a salary from the company. But as an apprentice, you cannot receive any scholarship from the state. I think you probably know that as European, I think there was a webinar before about it. As European, after you spent 1 year in France, you can apply for one social scholarship based on social criteria, which is very interesting, of course, for students. Generally speaking, international students are very welcome in France, and especially in our school, we'll be delighted to host you and to have the chance to welcome you. Of course, we are not a public school. That's why the fees can be higher than at a university, because we don't receive money from the state, and we have to organize the whole academic experience of our students. But during your studies, as I said, you will have internships. And these internships, they all last more than 3 months. And in France, we have a regulation, a law that implies that you will have something like a salary. It's not exactly a salary, it's like a wage that you will receive for this internship. So all the internship you will have in the 2nd year and the 3rd year, 4th year, and the final project in the 5th year will give you the opportunity to earn some money to cover your expenses. But you have to know that during your studies, you won't have time to have a job beside. It's really too demanding. It's already very, very demanding, and you won't have any free time to have a job. It wouldn't be serious if you want to be successful. But you know that the engineers are very well paid once they graduate, so you won't take too much time to refund everything you invested in your studies. Sorry. Now you can find more information on the website, on Twitter, on LinkedIn. If you have any question, you can send me an email at this specific address. And also you can take an appointment now just after we spoke, or you can send us an email or try to contact us afterwards. We will be delighted to give you more information. I know it's very short. I didn't give you all the details, of course, but I hope it explained you a bit more about our School of Engineering, because of course you have more than 200 School of Engineering in France. So it's a wide range of schools. All of them have specificities, and there is definitely one School of Engineering for you. Not all of them can be interesting depending on your profile. And I hope our offer can be interesting for some of you. Once again, don't hesitate, to contact us to know more and to get more information. We can also organize a visio to chat together. So this is it Благодаря ви много за вниманието, and I hope to be in touch with you soon. We really hope to have Bulgarian students. We used to have one 3 years ago. He came in Saint-Nazaire by the Atlantic Sea. It was a wonderful experience for us, and we'd be delighted to have more of you coming for their studies.